Here it is. It's underneath it. Tincture of Queen's Foil.
Yay! Alright, finally. Alright. Cool. Come this way. Do you have 4 minutes? Okay. Let's keep going.
Yep, here. There's Petra.
Yep.
We talk to Petra?
You can go talk to Petra if you want.
Hell yeah, look at her rad costume. Look at that. That's dope armor.
It is pretty cool. So yeah, she's got a bunch of bounties. You know, she's got stuff that
I'm gonna grab the
obviously-
thing that
You'll
says
like
do
that
the
one.
Ascendant challenge.
yeah. Hopefully
Right.
we'll get it done.
You
Alright,
said
so
you did it solo, so I hope we can duo it.
I want to change up my gear for this.
What should I be using?
I went sidearm and shotgun because we have a bunch of. Basically, we're going to do a lot of moving around, but we're going to have taken, you know, little blights to take out, and then once we take out the taken blights, we have to shoot some crystals. The challenge here is, one, it's in the Ascendant realm, so you can't see for anything, and two, there are high-level shadow thralls that spawn every so often. They come after you, so you have to avoid those. There's also very deadly knights that will chase after you, and so it's a lot of kind of
Movement.
I wish I could go with you into the
movement
field.
to
Command
go
posts
in,
were
take out a
ready.
blight before anything comes and swarms where you're at. But then once the blight's taken out, you want to move on to the next one, and then you run into the middle, shoot some crystals, run out to the outside and have them chase you, then go back in the middle.
Ooh, this
It's very cool.
this
So
set of robes dropped at 505.
we are going to pop a tincture of Queen's Foil.
One moment, I'm upgrading my armor.
My dreams
Okay,
are
so
growing
use the tincture.
Use the tincture, and we're going to show off something else.
Okay. Where are you? There it is.
So when you use the tincture, you get this buff called Ascendant.
Oh, why are you
Lasts
glowing?
30 minutes, because I have the Ascendance buff.
Okay, now what?
So hey, platforms that you couldn't see before, because you have that buff on. This doesn't take us to the challenge, by the way. This just takes us to the top of this thing, which there's a much better way to get there. So I'm just hopping back over to Petra.
Oh, dang it. Wow, I am super falling. Alright. Stop taking me places that are wasting time.
No. Here, there's something I actually want to show you with this, but
I fell.
you can get back up here. You gotta learn how to do that crappy warlock jump again.
Hold on. Did you say something?
Alright,
I'll make the
so
time.
come over here. There's a purpose to this. Purpose is, you follow those platforms, eventually they take you up to the top of this thing. You can get them up there a much easier way.
Okay.
And once you get up to the top of that thing,
Cool.
so there are Ascendant chests that you can find only when you have. There are, I think, like 10 of them total.
Interesting.
So, hey, things to go and look out for if you want to hunt them down, or obviously, people in the game are all over this, so there's different guides and other things. Here's the other reason that you get this Ascendant buff. We're gonna walk into this lost sector, which normally you go through and you do the thing, and it's a lost sector.
Uh-huh.
But this is special because we are now Ascendant, and we get a little message: the scene between realities grows weaker. So let's progress for a little bit. Roll.
I hate
They got even more like jumpy, warpy.
glitchy, yeah.
These guys got even more duplicative. Oh, but hey, what's that huge portal in the sky? I'm just gonna do this faster first. Bump, 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 bump. Alright. Jump through the portal. Alright, so here we are. This is the challenge.
Okay.
So now, we need to run out of here because there's a bunch of knights that will kill us. And we need to go shoot these different, you know, blights. I think there's a total of 4 that we have to take down.
Okay.
I'm going to take out this one. Love a shotgun. Now we need to keep on running because there's a bunch of stuff behind us. There's even more stuff that's going to spawn.
What happens if you die in here?
You can start this over as many times as you have that buff going. Actually, jump up here.
See the other blights.
I'm trying to get an idea of what it
I see. Oh dear.
There's something else in this place too. Which is going to be a slight spoiler, but okay, let's trick this.
Come on, fucking. Right, I died.
Alright, as long as I'm still alive, we should be okay.
Should I hit the respawn button and jump back in?
Yep. I'm gonna break the last one here, and then you should have a shot at the crystals. So now it says an opportunity. Beware that the knights do spawn on that middle platform.
Oh, hi. Yeah, they just wrecked me. As you were saying that. So I will... Oh. Hold on. I lost the portal. I think.
Sometimes it takes a second back up again.
Damn. What is this? What is this?
Don't progress further into the...
No, there's literally no portal out here.
Where are you?
It was where it respawns us.
But where is that in the lost sector? Are you at that little cliffside where we were fighting with you dudes?
Yeah, there's a bunch of trees and a few spires, and where the portal would have been,
No.
there's empty space, so enjoy whatever you get out of that activity.
I can't actually, because there's crystals only you can shoot.
Oh, hold on. It just came
Yeah,
back up.
Yep. So that's interesting. Because there's two of us, I guess there's a death limit, and if you die too many times,
Oh,
you
did
can't
it
come
just
back in.
start over?
Yep, because I died. There were crystals I could not shoot because they had to be shot by you, which is an interesting thing to see.
I'm getting the second one over here. Let's see. It's the same one that you just ran to.
It's all good. Pass each other. Oh, that's a knight coming this way. I don't want to be here. That's a knight right there. I also don't want to be there. Take flight. Nope, there's one over there. Alright,
Is that the fourth one?
I think it's the third. But the third and fourth are next to each other. Looks like.
Alright, I'll take the other one. Looks like the knights. But
Yep.
sure sounds like it, anyway.
They'll warp around. Alright. So this is hit and run. Survivability is more. Killing all the crystals in one go.
God damn it! Are you serious?
They are mean boys.
I am also 50 power levels under what I should be. Portal is closed.
Let's see if I'm able to finish this at all. Don't think I am. Whoop. No. Hey, knights. Bye-bye. Yeah, this basically requires a constant, like, eye on your radar and, like, switching in and out of aiming down sights.
That's fine, but it probably would also be nice if I was not 50 light levels below where it says I should be.
Psst, that's the challenge.
So if I go in at 550, they'll be 600.
That's, I mean, I don't know about that, but, like, that, to me, is what made this fun.
Okay, well, I guess you finished it because I got a triumph.
Nice. Are you able to get in here at all?
No. I most certainly cannot. But I think it gave me the bounty. Oh, I don't know. No, it did not give me credit for the bounty. It gave me
Here's
the
the thing.
triumph, though.
Yeah, you can, I mean, basically, if we walk out of here and walk back in, you can go and do it again. Like, you're free to do that as many times as you want.
Sure, but no time for love, sir. I must leave.
Yeah, but that's, you know, that's a lot of what they've got going on in Destiny now. I really like this. I had a blast doing that challenge and, you know, banging my head against that wall to try and figure out, all right, how do I approach this? How do I do this? What's the gear I need?
Right.
How do I, you know, make sure I'm shifting around and moving and everything else?
And
Which I think-
it's not that I don't like that. It's just that I need more gear, and if I get looked at by anything, I'm dying in this zone. So
but hey, no, that's just it. Like,
I mean, outside of outside of the
yeah.
Ascendant challenge, I was still dying in 2 hits.
But that's just it. Like, that's kind of like, is that the challenge that you want now? Because that's what they're basically presenting with the Dreaming City. Is this is now like we intend this for end game. Like it is 510, 520, 530, 540. Like
that's fine, area... but I don't feel like I'm end game. I guess.
Well, but I mean, like, you know, you can hop in there, you can do the weekly and daily bounties and some of the safer zones, right? Like the initial landing area is like the enemies around there are generally 510, except for, you know, when there's the warring factions or whatever. Mm-hmm. Or if you know, find a group of people that are doing a public event, hop in with them. You're gonna die, you know, I'm sure, but like, again, you're in a group of people that collectively you have more of a chance of succeeding. So I think for me, the fact that they have this whole area where they want you to kind of put your skills up, you know, with the game and play it in a much different way than, like, I would say 90% of this game, right? Like, because 90% of this game is, all right, I'm out geared for whatever is here.
I'm not suggesting that I want it to be a face roll. I'm suggesting that in the content tourism mode we're in at the moment, I am not prepared for the stuff.
It's a time thing, right? Like, so like that challenge, like I bring a few different to try and get it down and get an understanding for it. It's not great to go in for your first time or, you know, whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, like if I had a half hour to just sit there and do it without trying to narrate what's going on or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's different than, hey, let's show off.
Yeah. No, absolutely. But I think that's good. Like, you know, again, going back to all this I think it's good that they've got these different activities. I think it's good that they've got this zone where it's like, okay, you can kind of group up with some friends and try and see how well you all do. It's a lot of different stuff, and I think it's still Destiny.
Hey, 501.
End of the day, this is still Destiny. You're still trying to get stuff to make your power level go up.
Is at your service.
I just got my airplane helm, so I'm pretty happy. I now look like a
Thanks for shopping Eververse, guy.
bomber. There was a strike helm in the last game.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
But so I think, again, kind of some of the crux of the Dreaming City and all that stuff is what it's going to look like tomorrow, what it's going to look like next week, what, you know, how they're setting some of this stuff up to be to provide new activities, or at least interesting activities for players to get in there and do outside of the raid, because obviously, you know, a lot of folks, that's what they want to do. They want to go in there and do the raid and get the, you know, that challenge and the gear from that.
Admit, Guardian,
but I think, you know, the biggest drawback to me has always been I can get to that power level, sure, but then there's nothing for me to do once I'm there, because I don't have 5 other friends that I can get together for 4 hours and go do a raid. So I can get you and maybe another friend together for 1 or 2 hours, and hey, let's go do the blind well, or let's go do an Ascendant challenge, or let's go do this, that, or the other. So there's other stuff in there for us to kind of try and do, which I think is good, and that's what they've needed for some time outside of the strikes.
Right.
And the fact that the gear now comes with randomized mods, so you're looking for,
hey, where was Zur this week? Isn't he in the tower?
He is. He was.
I think he's here now, right?
Yeah, I think he leaves on Tuesday.
Like he takes like a couple days off. It's not a.
But I think this is all really good stuff that they've done. I think it's good that they've kind of brought it to where.
I will state that I think that the new clan XP system is garbage for small clans.
I think, yeah, I'm curious to see how that goes. Right now, like, there's 3 daily
Gifts you sorely need.
One of which is like just go shoot people with a fire weapon, or kill people with, you know, solar, whatever. That's been the same all week. And let's see. The other two are Crucible.
Right.
There are weekly ones that you can do that are, hey, you know, do this with the clanmate, which is usually like, I think it's like go do a strike, go do Gambit matches, go do Crucible matches.
Right.
If you just do the solar one, that does give you enough XP for, you know, your powerful income each week.
But every time I try,
it's stinky that it's, you know,
I am here
that's
for a
like
reason.
you're basically waiting to do that each day if you really don't want to go do the Crucible. But we'll see how those rotate in and out week to week too. I'm curious to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of Destiny 2 Forsaken as it is right now.
What do they
I'll
want?
have part 1 and this in a post on the site later. I'll have a whole lot more written impressions of it too. But if you were a fan of how Destiny 1 was towards the end, and you're looking for that plus a little bit more, I think this is as good as you're going to get. And I think actually they've taken a few better lessons and made some smarter decisions as far as, you know, the way that they've got the gear set up now, and the way they've got the different weapon slots and everything else, and the story too. So I think there's been a lot of overall improvements from that, but it's I think it's in a good place, and yeah, definitely worth hopping back into.
Awesome.
And farewell, Kate.